Hi, welcome back to Aquatic Australia vlog series. I'm your host, Sharky Jones. Today we're diving from my rib Fuzzy Duck out at the west end of Rottnest Island. The site is Shark Cave, some call it Nurse's Quarters. The site needs calm weather to dive. It's exposed and is notorious for strong currents. You normally need a surface boat cover and delayed surface marker buoys. Today has some of the best weather, nice viz, and for once no current. On descent we're greeted by vast schools of silverfish called pomfrets. The anchor is a bit far west of Shark Cave, but swimming east I soon spot the large overhang at the top of the cave. We enter by the west entrance. Today, however, we only spot one grey nurse shark, and she doesn't stick around for long. Some days there are many, other days few. The shark is a female, about 1.2 to 1.4 meters long according to my laser gauge, but she doesn't get close enough to record her spot patterns for science. After the shark left us, we swam through the large cave. Due to a large skylight in the roof, you're never far from a vertical exit if you watch your directions carefully. Here we see the east cave entrance. Then we go back through the cave to the west. Although there are exits, some parts of the cave are overhead environments and should only be attempted with correct training and equipment. Getting back to the western slope, we stay to check out the giant school of pomfrets and look into the blue for any more grey nurse sharks or other big stuff. At the west end, you really could see anything. Other than the big headline sights such as sharks, whales, dolphins, wrecks, some of my favourite things are nudibranchs and large schools of fish. I love the way large schools of fish swoop, part around us and then change direction altogether. It's like watching a murmuration of starlings, big flocks of birds. As the skipper, I head back up the anchor, a bit ahead of my two buddies. Once on board, I can start the engine and give a signal for sea to ensure the anchor will lift freely. It also gets me back on board the rib early to ensure that I can log our divers up with Marine Rescue Whitfords. When we're down, we usually log on. Logging with Marine Rescue means that if something happened, there would be help coming, for example if the boat was to drift away, but you must log off on time. There's no leeway for divers because we are more vulnerable than boaters. It's like having an extra helper looking out for you. Very useful in a small boat where you've got limited hands available. It just adds an extra layer of safety. Our second dive is at Kingston Spit, on the far eastern end of Rottnest. This large reef can look boring in places, but it is deceptively interesting. The reef sprawls over a large area. I anchored on the western edge. It allowed for simpler navigation, but less interesting diving. To get the best of the reef, you need to wander and find the caves. I did not want to do this and come up far from the boat, so I told the other two to continue, so that they could swim all over the reef, and I would return up the anchor so that wherever they came up, I could just drive over and pick them up using their delayed surface marker buoys to indicate their position. A kind of dive taxi that they can hail. They did find the good bits in the end. I returned to the boat and picked them up a little bit to the south where they'd found the caves. There was an unusual thermocline on the day. The surface was about 22 Celsius, but as we dropped below 6 meters, it dropped to 16 to 17, 18 Celsius. This thermocline wasn't reported on the south side of the island, only the north. Maybe it was a cold, deep water upwelling from the Rottnest Canyon. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Sharky Jones. Please hit like and subscribe and stick around to see the still photo section of this video, and join us again next time on Aquatic Australia.